Hey guys, Prowl 1701 here, and today we're going to talk about 60s Doctor Who. Now, we know the junking policy that Doctor Who had in the 60s and a large part of the 70s has resulted in missing episodes. And really, that affected the first, second, and third Doctor eras for a time, because we do know while the third Doctor's era is now complete, a lot of those episodes do not exist in their original format, on their original masters. Thus, the quality of the footage isn't as good as episodes where the original masters exist. All you have to do is compare episode 1 of Ambassadors of Death to the rest of Ambassadors of Death, and you'll see what I mean. But the first two Doctors are, of course, affected by missing episodes, where they have serials that are not complete, some serials that are completely missing. Basically, the first and second Doctor, their serials break down into 5 categories, and all of their serials fit into one of those categories. You have complete serials, mostly complete serials, half complete, half missing serials, mostly missing serials, and sadly, completely missing serials. They're all going to slot into one of those. Today, in this video, we're going to focus on the first Doctor and his era, and what is complete, what is missing, and so on. Now, the first Doctor, William Hartnell, in his original run, has 29 stories, ranging from an unearthly child through to the 10th planet. 29 serials, and of those, 17 of them are complete. Most of them, most of the first Doctor stories are complete. 17 out of 29. That's a strong number. Most of them from the first 2 seasons. Most of the first 2 seasons are intact. Really, with his only season being his full season being heavily affected, season 3. And of course, some of his work in season 4. So we're going to look at those real quick. The 17 stories he has that are complete are An Unearthly Child, The Daleks, The Edge of Destruction, The Keys of Marinus, The Aztecs, and The Sensorites, which is from season 1. Season 2 is, of course, Planet of Giants, Dalek Invasion of Earth, The Rescue, The Romans, The Wet Planet, The Space Museum, The Chase, and The Time Meddler. Basically everything except The Crusade from season 2. And then with season 3, we only have The Ark, The Gunfighters, and The War Machines. And, of course, neither of his stories from season 4. So we have 17 right there. Now we move into the mostly complete category. Serials that have some episodes missing, but are mostly intact. And there are 2 of those for the first Doctor. We have The Reign of Terror, which of course is a 6-parter with only episodes 4 and 5 missing, which those have been animated. And it's a good animation by Planet 55. So you have a surviving episode 1, 2, 3, and 6, and then an animated episode 4 and 5, to have that one mostly surviving. And then, of course, the other is the 10th Planet, the final first Doctor story, with episodes 1, 2, and 3 intact, and only episode 4 missing, which has also been animated by Planet 55, and is also a very good animation. But episode 4 is kind of the most essential episode I think we need to have recovered, just for historical reasons, and I think a lot of us would just want to see it. Now, the next category is the half and half, a serial that has half of its episodes existing and half of them missing. The first Doctor only has one of those. That is The Crusade, the one incomplete serial from season 2. The only 2 episodes missing from season 2 are from The Crusade. The Crusade is a 4-parter. Episodes 1 and 3 exist, and episodes 2 and 4 are still currently missing. And that is the only half and half first Doctor story. Now, moving into the more sadder categories, we move into the mostly missing category, which of course is a serial that is mostly missing, but still has 1 or 2 of its episodes intact, what some people would call orphan episodes in this situation. And there are 3 of those. We have Galaxy 4, which is a 4-parter. Only episode 3 exists, although I do want to point out we do have that very long clip from episode 1, which runs just under 6 minutes, which is basically about a fourth of the episode. It's very rare to have a clip like that. Matter of fact, I think that's the only clip of that length we have like that. But of course, episode 3 is mostly intact. I think it's missing about 20 seconds at the end, but other than that, it's mostly intact. And it's a good serial. I like Galaxy 4 a lot. The Celestial Toy Maker is a 4-parter. Only episode 4 exists. The first 3 episodes are currently missing, though the serial has been animated just like Galaxy 4. But the surviving episode 4 is a good watch. Michael Gough is fantastic in it. The confrontation between him and the First Doctor is very good as well. And then, of course, we also have The Daleks' Master Plan, the 12-episode, or the 12-episode long epic story. Only 3 episodes of this exist, although considering the circumstances around Dalek Master Plan, it's kind of a miracle we have 3 episodes of it. It was never sold abroad, and only 1 copy was made to even show abroad, and only 11 of those episodes were done, so I don't think they ever made a telerecording of Feast of Stephen, so it's the most likely one to never come back. But we do have episode 2, episode 5, and episode 10. And then the story of where they found episode 5 and 10 is strange in its own right. I think they found it in like the basement of a church. And then I believe episode 2 was found in a car boot cell. But we are lucky to have those 3 episodes as well. And then we move on to the completely missing category. There are 6 William Hartnell stories that are completely missing, other than maybe the odd fragment here or there, and sometimes not even that. Those are Marco Polo, a 7-parter, completely missing, but at least we have telesnaps. Mission to the Unknown, which is a single episode, which acts kind of as a prologue to the Daleks' Master Plan. Very enjoyable. There has been a remake of this done by UClan several years ago and the university several years ago. And then an unofficial animation, I believe, by Ian Levine, which is very good as well. After that, we have The Myth Makers, which is a 4-parter that's completely missing. Not a lot of telesnaps for it. We also have The Massacre, which is completely missing, and not really a lot of telesnaps for it either. Both of those are 4-parters. Myth Makers and Massacre are 4-parters. Completely missing. The recons are a little hard to get through for them. Next, we have The Savages, another 4-parter that's completely missing. We do have a nice animation for it, though, which makes it much more enjoyable to watch. And then last but not least, we have from Season 4, the opening story from Season 4, The Smugglers, which is a 4-parter that's completely missing as well, which I still find very enjoyable. I find the reconstruction for it very, very enjoyable. So that's basically how the First Doctor's era breaks down. With 29 stories, we have 10 that are complete. 17 that are complete. I wasn't paying attention there. Of the First Doctor's 29 stories, 17 of them are complete. That's a pretty strong number there. 2 of them are mostly complete. 1 of them is half and half. 3 of them are mostly missing, but not completely. And then 6 of them are completely missing. So that's a breakdown of the First Doctor's era. I want to know what you think of this video, and come back next time. We'll talk about the Second Doctor era, and then we'll do one on the Third Doctor era as well. I want to know what you think of this video, and matter of fact, if it told you anything you didn't know of it. Hey, I find the missing episodes and the recoveries and the remastering and all that fascinating personally. I want to know what you think. Comment down below and let's talk about it. Don't forget to click the like button and the subscribe button as well. I also have a link to my Patreon down there. I want to give a shout out to some of my top tier patrons, Colin Coney, Finn Perkins, Unknown289, and Androzani Major. I appreciate their support, as I do the support of all of my patrons. It's very much appreciated. I also have a P.O. box if there's anything you'd like to send me to look at and review. I love getting fan mail. Link to the Amazon wish list is down there. Link to the Amazon UK wish list is down there as well. Most importantly, thank you for watching.